on the road, far from home. You don't have to feel alone. Brave and strong. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you with some Diamond and Pearl. Yes, that is from Diamond and Pearl. I'm sorry, I'll try to keep the sun out of your guys' eyes. Pokemon sales data video. A lot to go over today. Not really as much as sales data, there's a couple things I want to address about the overall market and what I've been seeing. To get started, one of my sales, we had a Brock's Graveler from Gym Challenge, first edition PSA 10, sold for $100. Continuing on, we have a Blaine's Charizard, first edition PSA 9, this is from PWCC, sold for $2,000. Like I said, I don't think you're going to find any first edition PSA 9 Blaine's Charizards for under $2,000 again, because the one that sold last time, I think it was like $2,200 or $2,150, and someone just saw this at PWCC, they just bought it. Then we had a Brock's Ninetales first edition PSA 10, sold for $405. We've seen this sell for $700, so whoever got this got a sweet deal on it. Acropolis, we have Lugia PSA 7 from Acropolis, sold for $1,032. It's the only thing we have for Acropolis. Gold Stars, we do have a couple. Entei PSA 9, sold for $505. Raikou PSA 10, sold for $1,400. And then we had an Umbreon. Gold Star Umbreon PSA 4, sold for $915. I guess 4 to 6 doesn't really matter. These cards are so rare, unbelievably stupid rare. That's why the 10 sell for almost 5 figures. They're insane. With the Umbreon and Espeons, both of them. In Fossil, we only have 2. We have a Ditto first edition PSA 9, sold for $171, and a Dragonite first edition PSA 9, sold for $1075. That Ditto, because it's the first appearance of the Ditto, that is the rookie Ditto. That is I think that $171 is really undervalued for that. And that Dragonite, that's a good price. Neo Destiny, we have one of my sales again, started off. We have a Dark Fur Alligator, first edition PSA 10, sold for $1,200. Send that out on Tuesday. And then we have an Imposter Professor Oak, first edition PSA 10, sold for $66, not mine. And then a Ding Dong, a Light Ampharos, which is also not mine, first edition PSA 9, sold for $400. So that's it as far as sales data. But there's a couple things, like I said, I wanted to go over. If I had $500 to $800 to spend right now, I'd probably be maybe that Gold Star Umbreon, PSA 4. Any of the Gold Stars that you can get, especially Umbreon, Espeon. Gemma, shh, baby, hello. Oh, you guys hear that cute little barking? That's Gemma. She was in my last video. Go check that out. But you're looking at any of those Umbreon, any evolution is going to be great. Espeon from Neo Discovery, Umbreon from Neo Discovery. Both of those are on auction. First edition PSA 10 right now. Espeon's is at like $4,400 or $4,500, where Umbreon's is at over $6,000. Again, those are the rookie cards, but if you want something that's probably worth a little more, there is a Dark Espeon that I think it's just a bit rarer, a little bit better artwork in my opinion, even though I like the first edition Umbreon, Espeon from Neo Discovery, I forget which set it's from. But I like that one better, but it seems that people want the Dark Espeon more because of the artwork, because of that. Again, I'm a little biased because I do have the original Espeon. Moving on, again, 2020, if we're just doing like a yearly recap, it ended on both a high and a low note. Low because it ended in a retrace, in a dip. You know, everything spiked from mid to end of 2020. That the end, it had a retrace. Those are very normal. Those are healthy. If I see Tesla go up 12 days in a row like it did earlier this month, it's like, okay, we need a retrace. This is not healthy. And it has. It went up to almost 900. It was down to like 813. It's, kind of, the new baseline is kind of I guess the new baseline would be 813. The new baseline now is, you're averaging in the 840s per day. Same thing with Pokemon. You've seen a lot of consolidation. You've seen new baselines for a lot of prices, and a lot of them are starting to climb. It has been a buyer's market for the last month and a half, 2 months, but it is pretty much over now. There's a couple things that you can still get, like a Charizard first edition PSA or BGS 9. You can get for half of what the record price was at like $60,000. You can get it for like 30, maybe 40 grand. Either way, those are insanely undervalued in my opinion. But it also, 2020, it did end on a high because it was so much higher than what the year started. The year started, first edition PSA 10 Charizard, you can get for $60,000. It ended with you having to pay almost $300,000 for it, and now $369 is the high mark. And I think it still has a little room to grow. The boxes more than anything, because the boxes Once those are open, those are opened, and people buy boxes for $400,000. They will sell the packs, and then the packs they'll use that to either buy another box or whatever. But it's very, very hard to grade. What you've seen with a bunch of other cards, whether it's Gym Challenge, my favorite set, Jungle, Fossil, and something newer like Neo Destiny, is that a lot of these cards have increased as far as Pop Report, as far as first edition PSA 10s. Base set has not increased near anywhere a fraction of, of what the other sets have. Base set is just harder and harder to grade. It's very, very hard. And a lot of those 10s, like Gary V is a first edition PSA 10 Charizard, that's off center. That would not get a 10 today. That would get a 9 just for the off centering, maybe a 9 OC, just because of that. But this right now, right here, again, we have a solid base. After it's dipped, it's going up slightly, but this is the calm before the storm. This year already, we've already learned that Katy Perry has teamed up with the Nintendo company to, I don't know if she's going to create a song about it. She had one lyric that she sang, which was electric, at the end of that video celebrating the 25th anniversary. This is going to be an insane year. For the 20th anniversary, back in 2016, we had those Mario Pikachu crossovers. Those were insane. I love those. I thankfully got those, saw that they were very collectible. That's what you're going to see as the years go on. You're going to have multiple different crossovers. You might have one with Kirby, Donkey Kong. Nintendo has a large pool of characters that they could cross over. It's pretty much like when Disney bought Marvel. Now they have so many characters that they could use, so many different movies. The same thing with Nintendo. Nintendo's IP, their intellectual property, is so vast and so amazing. They could do Samus, Link, Captain Falcon. Picture any one of the Super Smash Brothers in those games, even though Samus is a girl, Peach, Zelda. You're going to get those, and that any number of them can cross over with Pokemon, Fire Emblem, you name it. It's absolutely bananas insane what they can do as far as crossovers. And for the 25th anniversary, strike while the iron's hot, go crazy, go nuts. They did Mario because Mario is just one of the most iconic characters in the world, so that's why they did that. Like I said, calm before the storm. If you miss the dip, I say buy now before it. That's my professional advice. Buy now before it happens. Certain Japanese cards as well. You have Japanese base set, which SM Pratt has said that Japanese base set is like first edition PSA 9 English was, a year or 2 years ago. Whereas now that's what he says Japanese is. And it makes a lot of sense. There's only so much that you can collect, whether it's WotC, those card-ass, the vending cards, only so much that you can collect. But with Japanese, there's a lot of things in Japanese that just aren't in English. Cards are only released in Japanese. They do not have the same artwork. So the unique artwork is an added layer of rarity that you just don't get in English sometimes. Outside of that, we're going to have trophy cards that are going to see a big spike for a couple of different reasons. One is because people are trying to get Japanese cards, and almost all of the trophy cards, outside of maybe a couple of the Worlds and Tropical Wind, those cards, they're all Japanese. And outside of that, people are coming into a lot of money, whether it's stimulus checks or whether it's just kids growing up and having adult money. Some people having that Oprah FU type of money, not just in America, but people that have that in the Middle East, China. It's not just centered around the U.S. A lot of it is because the U.S. has a lot of money. I think it has the highest rate of expendable income each month, which I think for adults is around $1,800. Again, that's just for a lot of WotC, but if you're trying for trophy cards, if you're trying for SSBs, trying for illustrators, trophy Picos, one, there's not enough supply to meet demand. But if you're trying for a trophy Kangaskhan, you're not getting mine for less than $300,000. Even at $300,000, I don't think I can do it, because the cheapest out there right now is $339 or best offer, and that's with one picture. That's not even something that's showing the back of it. It's just showing the front. And the rest of them that are out there is another one for like $350 and SM Pratt's for like $500. They all have either the tiniest bit of whitening, tiniest bit of edge wear, and mine's just better. Again, I'll probably go live, or I'll do something where I show that to you guys as well. There's a lot of people that are getting a lot of money. It's just like, and this is nothing. You have sports cards. You have stuff like Michael Jordan and LeBron rookies, and you have Wayne Gretzky, Okichi, PSA 10. That's like one of two. People will pay several $1 million for that. Honus Wagner from baseball, again, several million. Mickey Mantle, rookie. Pokemon is, yes, the highest grossing media franchise of all time, but it is so far behind. It's only 25 years old. A lot of cross collectors wish that it was older because it doesn't have as much history as what they're used to collecting. You have cross collectors that are used to spending several million for a card. 500 grand is nothing for them. That's just, Pokemon has such a long way to go. I took a lot of my stuff off eBay because I'm almost done paying off this card. Trophy Kangaskhan, and then I just don't want to sell. I think every single card right now is undervalued. That's just my opinion. So many questions, so many auctions. It is also harder to sell because you have so many auctions. Like, I want to sell this card, but I want to separate it enough so that there's time and, people are building up demand and wealth so they can buy this card again at a record price. That's both a good and a bad thing for people that want to sell. People that want to sell, yeah, it's harder to separate. You might not hit a record price point each time. However, it is a good thing because if you want to sell, there is demand. It will sell. Again, it might not be for a record price point, but does it really matter if you bought the card at $100? The record price point is $900, and this one only got $800. Again, 8x on your money inside a couple years is insane. Will PSA standards drop since they've got bought out last year? Nat Turner was the one that did the buyout, and it's really too early to tell right now. We don't know the turnaround time for cards, whether he's going to put more into training people how to grade, or whether he's going to put more into opening up more stores. They might do that with Japan. They might do that in Europe. Because again, right now, all of them are just in America, which if they open up another one in America, that'd be fantastic. Because again, there's a lot of demand. Some people have to wait 9 or 10 months to be able to get their stuff back. It's insane. Back in the day, as of 2018, if you missed an auction for a card, you could just get the next one at that same price or even cheaper. But now, good luck. If there's a card that only shows up once every couple months and you don't get it that time for, let's say, $100, might be $130, $150. Or if you don't get it for a couple $1,000s, it might be worth 5 figures now at that point. Because, again, those come out so infrequently. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Smash that like button. Patreon down below. I love you all. Meow.